Will Bentley was stuck in the most delicious dream. He was lying on a powder-white deserted beach with one other person, Hemmer. Above them was an azure-blue cloudless sky, where the sun beat down a ferocious heat. Close by drifted the sound of water lapping, the gentle swirl of waves breaking over shimmering sand. The smell of salt and the fresh, heady aroma of the natural, unpolluted world permeated the air. Overhead a bird swooped and dived, its body arched into a graceful crescent that cast a long shadow on the ground. A contented sigh escaped from Will's lips. He turned to his right, reaching for her hand, but she was gone, up and away, running erratically down to the majestic ocean, laughing and jumping high in the spray and the bubbling surf. And Will smiled, his eyes crinkling with pleasure at the sight of the girl he loved. She turned and beckoned him with the hook of a seductive finger, a radiant smile that pulled him to his feet and propelled him forward towards her lithe, playful figure. Then, as he was almost there, ready to dive into the crystal blue coolness beside her, he was suddenly awake, alone in a cold, small bedroom, deposited back into reality with a thud, where a clock ticked rhythmically and the chill of the morning air nipped at his bare feet. Will tugged at the duvet with an irritated sigh, wishing himself back into dreamland, but sleep eluded him. He struggled into a slouched position, peered at the wall clock, then gazed distractedly at a peeling piece of royal blue wallpaper. The February wind rattled the window pane. It was a dreary month, where the cold and ice settled across the city of Chattlesbury like a cloak. The desk in the corner overflowed with books and paper, reminding him of university commitments, essays, deadlines, and texts waiting to be read. He shook away the last remnants of sleep, rubbed at his tired eyes, then swung himself up out of the warm bed to cross the landing, pausing to listen to the soft sounds of his mother's warbling drifting up from downstairs. The bathroom door was closed firmly, the sounds of the power shower rumbling rhythmically through the woodwork. Will swung on his dressing gown, then wandered downstairs. Flora was busy in the ground floor toilet, head bent and marigold snapped firmly in place as she scrubbed at an already gleaming marble sink. "Morning," Will mumbled as he staggered through the open door. "Will!" She turned in surprise. "You're up early for a weekend, love." Her smile was radiant, her face brightly lit as she surveyed her only child. "Places to go, people to see, essays to write." He winked playfully. "Can I use the bathroom, Mum?" "Of course." She stepped aside, then chattered away until he reappeared. "Have a nice time, son, whatever you plan on doing." Will nodded, averting his eyes. There was no way he could tell her he was meeting Hemmer. As far as his parents were concerned, that relationship was well and truly over. He didn't want them finding out that they were back together and closer than ever. Still, he felt guilty for deceiving them, especially his sweet, kind-hearted mum. "So, what are you up to today?" "Oh, I'm busy, Will. Housework, shopping, and Uncle Evan is coming over for tea. Won't that be nice?" Flora cocked her head to one side and peered up at Will, who was grimacing at the thought of his mum's older brother. Uncle Evan was a retired army corporal, an aspiring local MP. He was short, stocky, with a penchant for shouting, intimidation, and hearty backslapping. Nothing like his younger sister, with her gentleness and endearing naivety. Will quickly swilled his hands, glancing in the mirror at a youthful face, lined by faint stubble and framed by a halo of wild, upright hair. "Would you like some breakfast, love?" Flora inquired. "I've got some lovely applewood smoked sausages. You can have an egg with it too." "Great, Mum. I'm starving." His stomach rumbled in agreement.